Hi everyone, welcome to Live Blogger. In this video, I'll show you how to create custom social share buttons for your Blogger website. So this is what we're going to design in this video. We have these social share buttons over here on the left, and when we hover over this, we have this animation. And when we click on any one of these buttons, it will take us to the share page of Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And it is also responsive, so when we decrease the size to about this size over here, we can see that the share buttons are now placed at the bottom. So when we hover over these links, we can see that we have the links of each of the social media sites over here. So when we hover over the Twitter icon, we can see a link for Twitter over here. So when we click on any of these icons, we will be extracting the URL of this page, and then we'll be injecting that in our message. So let's get started. So here I have opened up a project in VS Code. So let's go ahead and start creating some files. So first of all, we'll create the index.html file. And we'll also create a CSS file. Let's start with the index.html file. So in VS Code, we have this shortcut called exclamation and tab, and you'll get this HTML5 boilerplate. Alright, so let's link our CSS file over here. In this video, we will just design these buttons over here, and in the next video, I will show you how to add the functionality. So first of all, let's start by creating a division to contain everything. So we'll just name it share button container. And in that we'll have an unordered list, and we'll also give it a class of social icons. And then we'll have some list items, and in that we'll have some anchor tags. We'll just type hash in the href for now, but later we'll be changing the href using JavaScript. And now we need to have the icons, so we'll be using Font Awesome icons. So just search for Font Awesome 5 CDN, and you'll get this website over here, cdnjs.com. So just click on that website and then select CSS, and then just copy this code over here. And here we will type link, and we'll just paste the link over here in href. Now let's add the Font Awesome icons here in the anchor tag. So for that, you have to just type I and then give it some classes. So for the Facebook icon, we'll just type FAB, and we'll also give it a class of FA Facebook. And let's just open this in our browser. So right click and open with live server. And we can see the Facebook icon over here. Let's just duplicate this list item 2 more times. And for the next one, we will type Twitter. And for the last one, we'll type LinkedIn. Alright, that's pretty much it with the HTML. Now let's go to style.css and let's style these buttons. First of all, let's target the share button container. And we'll just give it a background color of dark gray, and we'll set the position to fixed, and we'll set the left position to 0. Now we'll position it vertically to the center. So for that, we'll type top to 50%, and now we can see that the top is starting from the 50% mark, but we don't want that. We want the whole thing to be placed here at the 50% mark. So for that, we have to move it 50% upwards. So we'll just type transform and translate Y, and we'll set it to minus 50%. Alright, now let's also give it a padding of 8 pixels, and we'll also give it a border radius of 0, 8 pixels, 8 pixels, and 0. Alright, now let's target the social icons class. First of all, let's remove the bullets from the unordered list. So for that, we'll just type list style, and we'll set it to none. And we'll also set the padding to 0. Alright, now let's target the anchor tags, social icons A, and we'll set the color to light gray, and we'll set the font size to 24 pixels and also a padding of 12 pixels, and let's give it a transition of 300 milliseconds for smooth animation. Now let's add a hover animation. So we'll type social icons A colon hover. When we hover over the anchor tags, we want them to rotate. So we'll just type transform and rotate, and we'll rotate it 350 degrees. The hover animation is not working right now. So we have to set the display of the anchor tag to block. So we'll just type display and we'll set it to block. And now when we hover over the icons, we have the animation. Now lastly, let's add a little bit of margin to the list items. So we'll just type social icons li, and we'll set the margin to 24 pixels top and bottom, 0 for left and right. So that's it for the design of our desktop version. Now let's style the mobile version. So for that, we will add a media query over here. So we'll just type at media, and we'll set the max width of our media query to 600 pixels. So first of all, let's target the share button container, and we'll set the left to 0 and the right to 0. Now you can see it has 100% width. Now let's unset the values of top and transform. And we'll set the value of bottom to 0. And we'll also remove the border radius. And we'll set the padding to 0. Now let's target the social icons class. And we'll set the display to flex and align items to the center and justify content to the center. And lastly, we need to modify the margins of our list items. So just type social icons li, and we'll set the margin to 0 for top and bottom, 24 pixels for left and right. And that's it with the design of our social share buttons. In the next video, I'll show you how to add the functionality of our buttons using JavaScript, and we'll also add these buttons to our Blogger website. So if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below, and click on the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.